Amy Freeze joining us now with the weather. You know, I watched the Bears game on TV today. It looked like a beautiful day, but then I noticed that the football kept blowing off the tee, so it must have been awfully windy at ground level.
It was windy, and it's interesting when the winds blow into the stadium out of the southeast, it creates a different wind at the field level. So a lot of the players, especially the Bears players, understand how those winds work and they pay attention to it, but the fans felt it today for sure. It was pretty chilly out there, and tonight the winds are still blowing pretty hard, and it'll be blustery much of this week. So in a word, the winds are coming our way. First they'll be mild, and then they'll turn chilly. So get ready to hold on to your hats this week. We start outside right now with clear skies, and temperatures do not look that chilly. However, you factor in the winds and we get the wind chill this time of year, and it feels even colder than the 36-degree reading that we have right now out at O'Hare. The humidity is 70% and the southeast winds are steady at 11 miles an hour, but they could gust up to 25 miles an hour, and that could happen really just within the next, I would say 12 hours or so, 12 to 24 hours. We'll have a weather system coming into the area that has a very brisk wind behind it. Here's what you can expect. Starting in early tomorrow morning, it's mild. Those temperatures will be in the upper 30s, and then a cold rain develops by the afternoon. By the middle of next week, an Arctic blast blows in that'll keep our temperatures in the low 30s for much of the week. Right now, we still have 40 degrees in Waukegan, 39 at Gary. Mixed in between, we've got a lot of 30s. There's some cold air waiting back to the west, and temperatures are sub-freezing in Rapid City, 26 right now. But this first influence will be of mild air. So that's how we start tomorrow. But the winds are going to pick up quick, and then a cold rain develops, and so it's not going to feel that mild by the afternoon. Satellite and radar shows the system just barely getting started out on the Central Plains. Doesn't look like much now, but it will come in very quickly. We'll call it a Monday night into Tuesday storm. First, we'll get the wet, mild side of the storm system, and then as it races past Chicago, we'll get the colder side of the storm. And once we get the colder side, the temperatures fall, and that's also when we get a chance for snow around here. Maybe by Wednesday morning, we have a light dusting in some areas. Here's what the Futurecast is showing us. Tomorrow starts out nice. I bet there'll be a good sunshine early tomorrow, but by midday, the clouds start to increase. So just after the morning hours, clouds coming up from the south and west. Then after 4 o'clock, showers across the area. Could even see a rumble of thunder on the south side or in northwest Indiana. That'll take us till about 9:30 or 10 o'clock on Monday night. Then the cold part of the storm system will start to work its way in. That's where we could see a little bit of snow mixing in on Tuesday, and maybe even a light dusting by Wednesday morning. Here's a look at the forecast. 47 tomorrow afternoon. That sounds pretty mild, but once the winds start blowing, it's not going to feel very mild. On the freeze factor scale, we'll go 4. The clouds race in, a cold rain tomorrow night, and temperatures falling along with those winds. It's not going to feel so great. By the way, freeze factor, we rate the day 1 to 10. Tomorrow, a below average day. By Tuesday, flurries in the afternoon. Tuesday night into Wednesday could see a little bit of dusting, but of snow, but then the sun is back and temperatures are cold. Behind this storm system will be just above the freezing point on Wednesday and Thursday, and the temperatures will slowly moderate next weekend. Another chance for snow Sunday into Monday of next week, and there we roll into the first few days of December. Hard to believe it's already here. So it was a huge win today out at Soldier Field. Fox Chicago is your official home of the Bears. We're going to have a lot more highlights and Brian Urlacher tonight on Final Word, but right now I wanted to share with you a little bit about what my day is like with the Chicago Bears. A lot of you get to watch it at home on TV or even go and sit in the stands, but weather plays a big role in sports, and football is no exception. From the equipment that they use to the strategy of the game, the Bears team and their fans always have the weather at their fingertips on game day.
Second half's gonna be a little cooler though.
I get to the stadium at least 2 hours before kickoff. Usually the same people are on the field, many of whom have become great friends. And everyone, of course, wants to know the weather. My first order of business is to check field conditions.
It not only gets the wind speed, but also the temperature reading, and that combined can give us a wind chill factor. Right now you can tell that the temperatures are a little warmer in the sun. We're at 43 degrees, and with the winds factored in, it feels even colder.
Next, a sound check. The microphone at Soldier Field has a big delay, so it has to be tested.
Explain to people about the delay. It's the same for the national anthem singer, right?
Well, yeah, similar microphones is what we use, but we always have to check because of conditions with the stadium and weather actually affects it, wind, etc.
Temperatures Everyone, you're on camera. This is Vanessa. She's the one who helps to create the graphic that'll go on the Jumbotron during the game for me. So today's temperature at kickoff, 42 degrees.
On the field before the game, fans and VIP get to watch the teams warm up. Today, Chicago favorites Bill and Juliana Rancic were there. And two of my friends, Lauren Schreier and Tammy Reed, were also on the Eagles sidelines. We took a quick photo, and then it was back to tracking the weather, getting the latest from Bears sideline reporter Zach Zaidman.
You know, I was talking to Mike Martz about this earlier this year, the Bears offensive coordinator. He said that the biggest detriment to running the kind of passing game that he'd like is wind, especially the crosswinds that you get here at Soldier Field this time of the year.
The winds are important even before the game starts. From the first flip of the coin, the teams want to know which direction the wind's going to be. So during the game, what you can do is you can watch this flag that's on top of the stadium. At Soldier Field, once the winds come in out of the southwest, they create a different wind at the field level. So you can check out the goalpost and see that today's wind is actually a crosswind. It starts from the home bench and goes across the field to the visitors bench. Winds today could be up to 15 miles an hour.
Once the game starts, no matter what the weather, I think that I have the best seat. And during the first quarter, I do a promotion on the Jumbotron to show Fox's live-powered Doppler and the latest weather forecast. And it seems like it's always Bears weather.
Go Bears!
And it was really nice weather to be out there today, but I am out there sub-freezing temperatures. I don't get the comforts of the heated bench like the team does and that sort of thing, but it is a real treat to be out there and be a part of the game and that sort of way. Many games, Bears history, Fog Bowl, different weather systems have come through and affected the outcome of the game.
Do you share your information with both teams?
No, just the home team. And we also talk about the weather earlier in the week leading up to game day. So sometimes the conditions change just as the game's getting going, or we want to keep the tarp on longer or something like that. So if they have any questions about the weather, I'm there.
And I had no idea you're working so hard all day. I'm here watching the game, and you're out there at 8:30 in the morning. Now I feel horrible.
Yeah, well, it's always a fun day, though.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Very nice. Thanks.